12 men have just discovered something. For 100,000 years, it was buried in the snow and ice. Now it has found a place to live. Inside. Where no one can see it. Or hear it. Or feel it.
I know I'm human. Some of you are still human. This thing doesn't want to show itself. It wants to hide inside an imitation. It'll fight if it has to, but it's vulnerable out in the open. If it takes us over, then it has no more enemies. Nobody left to kill it. And then it's won.
You guys gonna listen to Gary? It beat one of those things!
The Thing is a horror sci-fi mystery movie that was released on June 25th, 1982. This movie is actually really popular and is considered a classic. Do I think so or not? Well, let's find out by starting, like we always do, with the story. The story follows a U.S. research team in Antarctica who, after a destruction of a Norwegian helicopter, find that the people in the base that the Norwegians came from are all dead or missing, and a strange creature torn apart is in the same location. Once they take it back to the US base, the creature starts imitating dogs and people in the base, and everyone tries to destroy the creature and be mindful that others may actually be the creature imitating the people they know. This story is so fucking good. First of all, the setting is actually pretty unique for this type of movie. Not a lot of horror movies are set in the Arctic, or the South Pole for that matter. All the characters are pretty fucking good in their own way, especially McCready. This movie actually has an all-male cast of characters, and a damn fine one to boot. Because most of their actions seem pretty reasonable. All you have to do is consider the situation, and you will find that their actions make sense. I even like the fact that the base has an arcade, and I even like the scene when McCready plays chess with a cheating bitch of a computer. It is relatable on some level. But most of all, the story has a very intense feel from beginning to end. The intensity not only comes from the fact that there's a fucking vicious creature in the base, but also from the fact that one of the men, whether it's Blair, Knowles, Gary, Childs, Clark, Fuchs, or Windows, or any of the other guys, they actually might just be the creature. It gets so unbearable for them that McCready he gets a sample of everyone's blood to see who the creature is. Even though the others say this idea is horseshit and proves nothing, it actually ends up working. They actually do find the one who is imitated by the monster. There are some memorable visuals that will stay in your head for a goddamn long time. Most notably, the part when a doctor uses a defibrillator on a man and only to find out that the man is the bastard creature, and just put the defibrillator through its mouth. The mouth bites on the doctor's arms with blood coming out. Speaking of which, this is a fucking Speaking of which, this is a pretty fucking violent movie. Some of the violence is cathartic and some of it is not. But I will say, there is a lot of use of a flamethrower, which I've grown to like more and more. There is also some gunshots and bloody attacks from that bastard creature. I always like the line McCready says when the creature roars at him. And fuck you too. As for the production values, the cinematography is pretty good, which is part of what makes the visuals so memorable. The editing is masterfully done and even has some blackouts, which makes it unique. It almost reminds me of movies that are way older than this. The music is pretty good. If you listen really close, there is a lot of synthesizers used in it. The sound is alright. So yeah, the production values are good. Overall, The Thing, the 1982 version, is a great movie. Although I will admit, I did not care for it the first time I saw it, but the second time I saw it, I found it to actually be a good movie. It is definitely better than the 2011 version. The story is much more memorable and has a mature and intense feel to it. But it also has a solid amount of violence and rich visuals that makes me want to watch it again and again. The only problem I do have is that it can be a bit tedious at times, which is a large reason why I did not like it the first time I saw it. But I found that the tedium is actually worth getting through. It really is. This is a fucking hard movie to forget. And because of that, I give The Thing, the 1982 version, 4 out of 5 stars with the title of Awesome. Anyway, I'm Spike Robot. Thank y'all for watching, and take it easy.